So this is my first BookTube video. I'm relatively new to BookTube. I know it exists. I've known it exists for quite a while, but I haven't watched a lot of BookTube videos. I'm a slow reader. I read at a very slow pace compared to my friends, and I think that's part of why I haven't really delved too deep into the BookTube world, because it's a very fast-paced sort of community and I just don't feel like I could catch up and keep up with it. I work a full-time job. I have many other hobbies like my Etsy shop and YouTube and my blog, that to find time to read a large amount of books in a short amount of time is very difficult for me. That being said, I am going to try and do this BookTubeAthon that started today, and I found out about it today from one of my friends, Haley, who is a booktuber, I would say. I don't know if she considers herself a booktuber per se, but a lot of her videos are about books, and she's a very fast reader, and she was one of my first sort of YouTube friends who I also met in person at VidCon, and she's like VidCon family, VidCon roomie. Haley's great. I'll link her channel below so you can check it out. Yeah, so BookTubeAthon is starting today, going till Sunday. Read a bunch of books. I'll put that down below as well so you can see. Alright, so this is the first update video, and I'm supposed to tell you what I'm going to read, what books fulfill the challenges, and then also 3 books that I have read because of BookTube. And I'll start with that really quick because since I'm so new to BookTube, I haven't really read any books because of YouTube yet, or because of BookTube yet, but because of YouTube, I've definitely found a lot of authors earlier than I normally would have, like Stephanie Perkins, Maureen Johnson, and John Green. Definitely wouldn't have read all of his books as early as I did if it weren't for the YouTube community and Nerdfighters in particular. So now I'm going to show you what I'm going to plan to try and read that fulfills all of the challenges. I don't think I'm going to succeed because, again, I work a full-time job and I'm a very slow reader, so, but you know, it's better to try and fail than to have never tried at all, right? Okay. So the first book on my to-be-read pile, oh, I feel so cool, is 13 Little Blue Envelopes by Maureen Johnson. I've never read this. I realize it came out quite a long time ago, but again, new to the booktube-ness and the reading of the YouTube-y people. Okay, so this book fulfills 2 of the things, I think. Least read genre of the year. I probably read, I don't know, 5 or 6 books this year so far, and the year's half over. And I mostly read science fiction, fantasy, a lot of dystopian young adult stuff recently. So I'm not too into contemporary, so that's a bit of a rarity amongst the novels I read. So it fulfills that, and then it also fulfills the complete a series challenge because I'm going to also read the sequel, and I believe there's only 2 in the series, so that would be completing it. This one is The Last Little Blue Envelope. So boom, 1, 2. I did actually read about 2 chapters already of this before this week. I kind of skimmed over them again this morning just so that I'm not totally cheating. I don't know. Again, I don't think I'm going to complete everything anyways, but yeah, those are 2. This is a book I've had for a very long time and I've not yet read it. It is How the Broadway Production of Cats Was Born, A Cat's Diary, and it's written by an actor who was in Cats, played a few different roles. Cats is my favorite musical. I absolutely adore it, and anything about it I've gotten my hands on. I just haven't read everything. And so this fulfills the recommended category because it was recommended to me years ago by a friend on the Katsukashimi discussion board. And so I bought it, and then I just never read it. So I'm nice to read that, and it's pretty short, so that should be not too much of a trouble. Trouble. Oh, and again, this is a bit of a stretch, but I'm thinking maybe this could apply to the movie adaptation thing. There was never a novelization of Cats. It's always been a musical, and then there's a movie version, which I have on DVD. But and this again isn't narrative; it's nonfiction. But I'm just gonna say that that's my movie adaptation one. You can tell me how wrong I am in the comments if you'd like, but that's what I'm doing. Next is Quakeland by one of my favorite authors, Francesca Leah Block. I absolutely adore her writing. It's modern fantasy most of the time. I'm not sure about this one. It might be contemporary, but I started reading it a while ago and I didn't really get into it, so I put it down. So I'm probably going to start at the beginning again and see if I can get into it. I don't know, but I do want to read it because I love Leah Block a lot. Okay, so that's for, the next three are all graphic novels, comic books, and I'm not sure exactly what qualifies as a book, so some of these may be too short, in which case you can tell me and maybe I'll swap it out if I really feel like I'm cutting too many corners with this challenge. But the first one is The Facts in the Case of the Departure of Miss Finch by Neil Gaiman, Michael Zulli, and Todd Klein. And this actually is a hardback. I think I got it for Christmas a while ago because I love Neil Gaiman, and it's a short graphic novel. It looks really cool. I'm really excited about it. So we'll see how good that one is. Let's see. Oh, and I guess pictures. It applies to that challenge. So have I done all the challenge? Pictures, series, Lisa or John recommendations, book to movie. Read. Okay. Well, we'll get to that one. Number 6 is another graphic novel. And it's definitely not like a single issue because it's sturdier. I don't even know how you would define that. Like I think it's a one story, so it's not like part of a story. It's one complete thing. It's called Sandman Midnight Theater by Neil Gaiman, Matt Wagner, and Teddy Christensen. So another Neil Gaiman graphic novel. And I think it has characters from the Sandman in it because, yes, definitely. And I love the Sandman. That was one of the few, like, actual big graphic novel series I've read in completion, and I really, really liked it. So that'll be exciting. I'm looking forward to reading that. And then my last one, which this one probably counts the least. So again, if you really hate that I'm cutting all these corners, I may swap it out. It is a single issue. It's issue number 1 of Adventure Time 2004 Annual. And it is called Baby Cakes, and we read it like this. And it's essentially a comic about Fiona and Cake as babies. What could be cuter than that? So, and it has red on the cover. The Adventure Time logo is red. So I've picked books to fulfill all of the challenges. There are 7 of them. I'm definitely cheating maybe a few times over, but I don't even know if I'm going to read all of them anyways because of time and life and stuff. But I want to enter into this community via my second channel because, again, I'm not sure exactly how much time I can dedicate to booktubing. But if you really like it, if this challenge is really awesome, I may eventually do booktubing channels on my main channel. I don't know, no promises. Again, this video is like 10 minutes. And I'm not going to edit it because I need to put it up today because we're doing these all week. So there'll be 6 more of these videos this week. So wish me luck. And yeah, thanks for encouraging me, Haley and Cassie, because you guys are super awesome booktubers, and you're great, and you're nice. Are you booktubers? Haley's a booktuber. I'm a Cassie does videos, really, but she reads like a buttload of books. More, like, I don't know how you do that. Your brain is like a computer, girl. I don't understand. Yeah, so first up, alright guys, follow my main channel, Magic Hat Jenny, subscribe. This is my second channel. Thanks for watching and sticking around. You are awesome.